Okay, so thank you. First of all, we would like to thank you for your participation. It's a very good opportunity for us to also be with you. And Kunui was the one who organized this trip. Normally we do this every year, so it's her job, and she's very generous of her time, and also trying to invite everyone. Supposedly there will be around 20 participants, but because of the time that we do this after the final examination, so we're not able to get all of them. But anyway, most important thing is that you are here, and we have something to do this morning before we go back to Bangkok. The first thing that we should do is we're gonna have a round table discussion. There's a small table actually. It doesn't matter. So in the round table discussion, we prepared 2 points for you to talk about. Of course, you have a pen and a pencil and a paper. You can use it for your ideas. And then after the round table discussion, I would like to get 2 representatives from exchange students and 2 from regular students. And obviously we got how many regular students? 4, and 4 from exchange students. So we're gonna identify 2 from regular students and 2 from exchange students. And then after that, everyone, or each one of you, each of those representatives will speak, and there is only one main point that we will do. So to explain the roundtable thing, I have here some points, 2 points actually. What are your impressions during your stay at SoA+D? And in relation to that, could you also say something about your achievement of your expectations? Have you achieved your expectations? That's number 1. And then what do you want to recommend? Any area you wish to say something about, things that you would like to recommend? We would welcome that one. So, can I repeat? The first point is, what are your expectations? Of course, you got expectations from the beginning, and you have only to say something about your impressions, and did you achieve your expectations? These points are connected to one, and then the other one is, what do you want to recommend for this point of discussion? How many minutes would we do that?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So if you are ready to say something, you can say it. And then maybe after this, you can just give us your write-ups. So, who would like to?
It's almost on the floor, on the table.
No need. Just maybe sit. If you already have ideas, you are free to speak. I will give you the microphone.
Chorus is no wrong or right.
There is no right or wrong answer. I mean, no wrong answers. Everybody is welcome.
25 for 1.
It is not a quiz, na? That's not a quiz. Kunoy, do you have something to say?
No. Oh, is that ready?
Yeah, you can.
So now look.
Or do you want to say something
You
now?
want to say first? No.
1 page per 1.
No, it's not essay.
It's not really an answer. You can have some bullets, or
Goodนะ
it's up to you to just expound.
Explain for drawing.
Yeah, you can draw your answer.
Like a drawing?
Yes.
Can you?
Have you achieved your expectations? And then what do you want to recommend?
Can I copy?
3 minutes would be okay, and then someone could just simply start speaking. Do you want to say to start? For regular students, maybe Lorden
Start first.
can speak during our individual video coverage.
Yeah, I speak.
Yeah, I'm going to explain to you to Lorden and Potiyama for regular students. And for exchange students, I would like to have volunteer only. I need two. Lulu?
Excuse me, my name is Lu.
It's not Lulu, huh? Lu.
Yeah.
Lu? Are you gonna do it?
Just talk
Later, we have a video coverage outside. It's a separate session.
Okay, okay.
You will make up.
Lu. And then the other one is, this is for our outdoor interview.
One guy as outdoor.
Yeah, it's an outdoor. We're gonna have it outside.
In outdoor, you will feel relaxed more than.
I will explain to you what to do.
Yeah.
Lu and
Yeah.
Ken. Lovely.
Or you want to?
Because
You
you
want to?
know.
Oh, you want? Everyone can.
You know the yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Remember,
Guide.อะไรนะคะ
Okay.
the guy.
In Chinese.
Yes.
You know
Chinese.
So I have to speak Chinese.
All right. I think someone can start speaking now
Okay. Not yet.
for the round table. Okay.
Start.
So Terry, you're next to me, of course.
Sleep and sleep.
So just be spontaneous.
Alright, so the first impression of SoA+D, so like when I go in, I see the building and stuff, like it was so big, like not many school in Cambodia have that kind of that big, so it's impressed me a lot. And when I go into classes, like there are students. Like they interact with each other a lot, so that impressed me. And my expectation was that the class people would speak English, the teachers, and like full of English, and I would learn a lot of things about design and stuff like that one. So I achieved, like I learned something about design and I developed something, but like in the class, not many students speak English, and like in some class the teacher couldn't speak English very well. So I think like that was the thing that is not what I expect, and also the recommendations. So that's it.
Thank you so much for your recommendations and some good points that you have mentioned. So, another one, please.
Nata? Nata has one more. Okay.
So for the study expectation, I don't know. For me, it was everything was like out expectation. Like I don't expect something like this, but it's already done with this. So what I expect is like a research method, and everything is really different from my school. And then about this, since it was my first time to do some research really deep like this, because my home university doesn't do some research really deep, because in the studio class that I get about the community design, and I was studying really hard in there, and then we always go to the sites like every week. But for sure it was really good because we are doing some research in a really good way, because otherwise for the, I don't know, the material and the design software is really good in there. Because we always interact with Thai people, even I don't speak Thai, so I need to translate with them. So yeah, that was the really good that I experienced in here. And then also the workshop is really good. They have some like a material restore, like when you use just a small piece of wood and they have it like a big chunk of wood and it's not really used, but I can get it like free in the workshop. But also I think I recommend some improvement in the laser cut. Laser cut, yes, because I got some project about laser cuts, but it doesn't really cut really well. And yeah, I don't know, it's like an old machine or it's a new machine, but it's not really new technology. So yeah, maybe for the recommendation, I think I need some banquet and orientation day because I was really lost at the first day of my school. Like, where's the studio place? I don't really see anyone. I thought the classes was closed, but it's not. Yeah, and yep. It was just only once I speak with my advisor, Ajanios, and I never see him again. I think we need to gather around with my advisor because I kind of miss him. And yeah, since we are an exchange student, maybe since we were buy so many materials and it's kind of waste if we throw it away just like that. I think we need some material restoration so we can give our waste leftover and we can give it to SoA+D. Maybe someone can like a storage of material that we can give to someone else that need it.
We actually got
Really, I don't know
on
that.
the 6th floor in architecture program. And I don't know
So I can put it there because it's
Sure.
gonna be wasted.
Yes.
Actually, we can
We
connect
can.
it together.
We
Yeah,
collect
yeah.
and we,
Before I love go home.
yes, we have a recycled bank on the
Nice.
6th floor.
On 6th floor.
Yes.
Which room is it?
It is the architecture floor, architecture studio
Yeah.
on the 6th floor. And
And
it is a
then
sliding
do it
door
to-
and they put
Is it
all
the
the
jury hall?
No, not the jury hall.
So,
We have a bank, but if you want, we can gather all of
When?
I don't, before you leave, you can just put on the ground floor and you inform us.
Yeah.
And take the housekeeper into the 6th floor into the bank. Just let me know.
Nice. So yeah, and one more thing about the experience that I had in here, I got some chance to have an exhibition in Chiang Mai. It's really
Very
good.
good.
Yeah, because it was my first time exhibiting my project in there, and it was really nice. And it's more like a really non-well exhibition. It's like a big exhibition in Chiang Mai. That was really nice experience that I got. I live in the hotel and everything is for free.
It's what, excursion?
The accommodation and the food.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
So,
transport is
next.
free.
You have, all right.
Hello. For me, the exploration I have a long time to not take a shuttle bus. So the first time I go to Bangkok, the expressive is take a shuttle bus. Yeah, I think it's a really new thing for me. After my elementary school, I haven't tried the shuttle bus. And the second point is SoA+D have the design building because our school is really small and in my home university we don't have design building. Yeah, really. So I just see the building. I just wow. It's a real design department for me. Yeah. And actually I didn't study in studio class. I just select one or two courses of SoA+D. So for me, the courses like craft design, I realized Thai courses have the long time to research, because for my university we always like research for 2 weeks, and then we just do 3 models or prototype. So we don't have so much time to research. But in here we have like 1 month or maybe more long 2 months to do the research and search for the material, concept, or a technique. So it's a long time for me, and I just think it's a very different culture for me. So yeah, it's an impressive thing. And other one is our friends very friendly. When I first time in the class, I remember it's the sustainable design, and yeah, my teacher just say, oh, this can this come from Taiwan? So they just, oh, you come from Taiwan, ni hao, hi. Say some Chinese to me. I just, wow, my friend is really friendly, and they also want to share some information like which place we can play for again, or have some food in Baan, delicious food in Baan. I just, wow, you are really good. And the last one is the workshop, like Tatak said. We have so many chance to go outside, not just in the university. It's a really good point, because yeah, in Taiwan we always do in studio room and just discuss with the teacher. We have few time to go outside to find something interesting or do some research to the literature. So it's it's a really good experience for me. Yeah, that's my point. And the recommend, yeah, like the material. I also want to recycle my material, because we have so many. The new one in my apartment, I just worry about make too much waste. Yeah, it's for me. And another one, also the material. I want recommend like we can find easier of the material. Like when I need thread or bamboo or something, we can maybe find on the website. Maybe, before the exchange student, record some information about the store that we don't need to ask Arjan. Yeah, to get where can I find it? Yeah, because we don't actually, when they say the name of the store, we just
We don't know.
yeah, we don't know the location. They just, it's easy, it's just in Chinatown, but
Which Chinatown is
I still didn't go Chinatown, so yeah, it's a little confused for me. So maybe we can make a website and we can just see so many information for exchange student or SoA student. Yeah, that's my point.
Very good point.
Thank you.
Very good point. I don't have any good point. Again, so I'll start from my expectation. Actually, my expectation to go here is that to meet diversity, to see diversity from the world, to meet different people, an interesting one, of course, and to add more experiences in global level. And yeah, and what I got in SoA+D is that I find my expectation, but it's more Asian than global. It's more Asian than global. But yeah, in Bangkok, I met Europeans, and others. But in SoA+D is more Asian than global. But but so far it's okay, because at least I can improve my English with them. And then I don't know. I'm talking about SoA+D or just can I talk about architecture? Okay. So my first trouble, the first trouble that I met when I almost started the class is that to find Ajan for studio. Yeah, Ajan Martin. Ajan Martin, yeah, he took me to like a tour to find which Ajan that I want to learn with. But the first class that he asked me to come is Ajan Ekawat. And when I come in, and then he already explained everything. So it's like I have no choice. I have to learn with him because yeah, something like that. Because I came late. I mean, I came and everybody already take their already chose their Ajan. Yeah, they already chose the studio already. And when Ajan Martin took me to the Ajan Ekawat class. He already explained that we will do this, this. And when I see his program, it's very interesting. That's a good point. His program is very interesting. And it's just here that I get to trip with my friends, with our studio friends. So far, I went to Kanchanaburi. We went to Kanchanaburi for almost a week. For study, not for trip, but for study. So yeah, it's for trip also. I mean, it's a good method of study, yeah, to go for a trip. And I just get that thing in here. Okay, the first, and then also apart from Kanchanaburi, we went to Japan for workshop, and I never get that chances in Indonesia. I mean to follow my lecturer to go another country to do a workshop. Yeah, it's very nice experience. Yeah, and then okay, I'm so impressed with facilities in SoA+D, in the whole community, especially SoA+D. The maintenance of the building, the maintenance of the area of the campus is very good, and I really like the bus. I like the bus so much because in my university, our shuttle bus is just go on inside the campus. And I think it's not used at all because we're going to campus by motorcycle, and we already have motorcycle inside the campus. We don't need the bus. But in here, the buses go around the campus and campus from campus. So I think it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. But then the bus is go for in half an hour once 30 minutes or 30 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, so it's either I have to take early so early buses or so late bus when I go back to Bangkok. Well, maybe it's a choice. I mean, it's a choice for me because I chose Bangkok to leave, but then Bangkok doesn't have, you know. Specifically
for transportation.
Exactly, yeah, for transportation. Yeah, because last week also, I had a problem. I filed a presentation, and I asked my friend where is the place to print, because the printing shop in Bangkok is closed at that day, and I really need the place to print. I mean A2, the big part, and then my friend said there is no shop open at this hour in Bangkok. What? So we just depend on shopping, on printing shop in the Bangkok in campus. Yeah, so that's why I choose Bangkok. It's easier to do anything.
Yeah.
But then the bus should provide that option also. Yeah, and then. Okay. It's already mentioned by the boy, so yeah, it's okay. Let's just use it for the bus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To improve the service.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, my name is Theo. I'm from architecture students also, which has the same department and class and studio with law, so it's pretty much the same idea about architecture and things like that. For the first time when I go to SoA+D, I'm so curious because my friends that lives in SoA+D, it's like there is so many lizards. That's quite funny part, I think, because yeah, there's so much lizard there. And when I
Small, big, and bigger.
yeah,
Biggest.
And actually, but yeah, they already mentioned about the buildings, the facility, which we don't have in our campus, like about like a wood shop and ama shop. Yeah, that's the best. Like everything's there. Yeah, and I'm so thankful for that. And yeah, the facilities is so complete. And oh yeah, it is my recommendation, or it's one of my first problem when I got there, when I got into here. It's like the information before we are departing about like the studios and things like that, like a brief or curriculum and systems, because I see from SoA+D, especially in the studio class, every lecturer has a different method of like they have their own style for teaching their studios. So yeah, I hope you can, I mean, at least brief people that before departing, because we, yeah, actually we can choose the lecture, right? So yeah, that's one of my recommendation. And yeah, I also have so many chance to go, like, to go to Japan and having a workshop there with Japanese, which has a different meanings and values and cultures and everything like that. Because one of my motivation to going abroad and being a student exchange is like I want to like not pretty much different with Lou. Yeah, because I really want to like feel the global and international and things like that. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Lauren? Lauren's turn.
My test. So, my expectation toward SoA+D is I separate my expectation in life and also the education. I know SoA+D through roadshow, right? And after that, Tita Ez told me that I should admit to SoA+D. I searched about SoA+D and I do have a lot of research, and my expectation is just maybe it could give the education that I need, but it's beyond that. Because that Ajarn is not just Ajarn. They are internationally competitive. They are creative as I thought. So for me, that is an assurance for me to have a good experience toward education and as a designer. For life, I have a good experience, because like we do have barriers, of course, like language barriers and conflicts. I know that, but like the friendship and the family connection we established is very strong enough that I could feel home and safe everywhere. And then the connection with nature, because like it's not totally chaotic as the city, but it's equal, like nature and kind of weird stuff, something like that. And yeah, the good balance between nature and city. And also for my recommendation, you should like implement the rules strongly, because like for my John class, they said that smoking is strictly prohibited in educational institutions, right? But like every time I go downstairs or somewhere in Katok, there's a lot of people smoking, and like before I go down, I need to like hold my breath until I pass the people who smoke. And I was like, okay, that's it.
Actually, we implemented the non-smoking university. And we provided a place, but anyway, they choose. Yeah, place to smoke.
For me, it's okay to smoke in the trees, so that the trees can absorb the smoke instead of the people. But like some people are too tired or lazy to go to the trees and just on the what you call this stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
The hallway.
Yeah. Okay.
You can help.
Thank you.
at this point.
So you microphone. She likes the microphone.
Why different?
For me, firstly, when I entered SoA+D, firstly I was impressed by the buildings. The buildings are huge. And then when I went for my classes, like first I expected like mostly we will learn theory, but it was like totally opposite. Like we have to learn everything through practicals. Then expectation on the about the recommendation, like they should like provide more like transportation service to kids, like the van going to kids, like the van is small, like most of the students they prefer taking kids, so like the van being small, like only few number of students like they can travel, so like for the next trip like the students have to wait for around 1 to 2 hours, so like it's waste of time, so put more transportation service. That's it.
Thank you. The last but not the least.
Okay, most of the point that I want to mention is already mentioned by by other students. Anyway, just impress my feeling. But the first impression that I first come to the SoA+D is the environment, of course. When I was in high school in Cambodia, like I didn't really enjoy the nature because in the school environment there's not a lot of nature like this, and so I first came here. I think that I can enjoy studying here by those nature. So it's really impressed me, the nature here. And one more thing is the students' work. Like it's really new for me to come here because to transfer from high school to university is very different. So I see the students sketching, student painting. I was so, oh, how can they draw it? How can they paint it? So I just, yeah, feel like amazing.
You are challenged.
Yeah, challenged. And one more thing is most of everything is free for students. Like gym or exercise club and bicycle, transportation, most of it is free for students. So I think I can enjoy there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for my expectation, actually I didn't really expect that, but I really appreciate the staff in SoA+D, like most of you. Yeah, really helpful. Yeah. Yeah, and you get a lot of treatment and very care of us as an international student, and yeah, that's what I appreciate. And for recommendation is English using. Like most of Thai students, they know English very well, but they don't speak English. It made me really tough during the discussion because sometimes I'm the only one who is international student who is in the group of discussion, but they discuss in Thai, so I don't get anything. I don't get anything, so I just can express my idea and they just discuss. So they come up with the result. So I just follow them. And one more thing is when they have the problem, they never discuss in English. They discuss in Thai. So I cannot get any problem from the. I don't get any information from them, and so but when they tell me something as the result, I was so shocked, and they just tell us that they're trying to keep us from trouble. But yeah, I think they should discuss in English, so it will be better. And one more thing is, like she already mentioned the van to KX. Like I study from Monday to Friday, and the van to KX is only Monday to Friday. So when I have only free time on the weekend. So when I want to go to KX or hang out with someone by using BTS, I don't have any van to go there on the weekends. Yeah, at the weekend. Yeah. Thank you, that's all.
All right. So thank you very much for your wonderful ideas and recommendations. Rest assured that we all took down all your ideas and recommendations, and we're gonna bring these things to our executive committee, and hopefully we will be able to respond to these needs for the future exchange students and regular students. So at this point, I will give Kunui the floor for some reminders, announcements. Before we have individual coverage outside, you have something to give to them? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we have these evaluation forms. Just check a bit. Help us in evaluating this activity. Yeah. So we have some tokens for you actually. Not much, but you will remember this.
วางปากกาให้วันที่สอง
So I could.
Take a photo.
Is no ceremony or
No,
something?
it's okay. Just take photo. Everyone just come here.
Oh, it's okay. We just go photo and show.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Thank you. And I think all of you get the bag already. So I just. No.
What's this?
Oh, really?
Just let me.
We just prepare it already. Maybe you got it already.